Hello friends, welcome back to Life Lessons. Today, I'm going to tell you a true story that will teach you why you should never give up. This story will give you the motivation to overcome whatever challenges you are facing, and it will help you get through the tough times. This is the real story of a girl named Marciel Apatan. She lived with her mother in a small city named Zamboanga in the Philippines. In September 2000, Marciel went with her uncle to draw water. She was only 11 years old at the time. As they were going, 4 men carrying long knives stopped them. They killed Marciel's uncle in a gruesome manner. Little Marciel was in a state of shock. She did not know what to do. Suddenly, she started running, but the men ran after her and caught her. As Marciel was crying with fear, one of the men slashed the long knife across her neck. The poor girl received deep wounds on her neck and back. She fell to the ground and lost consciousness. After a few minutes, she woke up and saw a lot of blood around her. She also saw the men walking away from her. Marciel kept lying there and pretending to be dead. When the men walked away, Marciel somehow managed to get on her feet and started running towards her home. She was bleeding all over. She was crying with pain, but she kept running. Along the way, she realized that the merciless men had cut off her hands while she was unconscious. Marciel kept running. Sometimes she would fall to the ground and crawl a little, but then she would get up and start running again. Finally, she reached near her home and called her mother with the little energy that she had. Hearing her daughter's voice, Marciel's mother came out. As she saw her daughter covered in blood, she screamed loudly. She grabbed a blanket, put her daughter in it, and rushed to the hospital. The problem was that there was no hospital nearby. Marciel's mother was determined to save her daughter. She had to run for hours to reach the nearest highway. Finally, she reached the highway and managed to get to the nearest hospital after several hours after the terrible incident. Doctors immediately started operating on Marciel. They thought the poor girl was going to die. They operated for 5 hours. It took 25 stitches to stitch together the knife wound on Marciel's back and neck. Marciel survived, but she lost both her hands. Her mother was devastated, but the tragedy did not end there. As they reached back home, they found that their home had been ransacked and it was burned to the ground. Moreover, Marciel's mother did not have 50,000 pesos to pay for the hospital bills, and she had no place to go. This is when Archbishop Antonio Ledesma, who was a distant relative of the family, came to help. He paid the hospital bill and helped Marciel's mother file a case against the criminals who had done such a terrible thing. The criminals were sentenced to prison. But everyone thought that Marciel's life was destroyed. The poor child, who had not caused any harm to the men, had to suffer the brutality. She had to live the rest of her life without hands. However, Marciel surprised everyone. She never gave up. She overcame the physical handicap and the intense mental trauma that she had suffered that terrible day. She went to the school for crippled children and was cited as the most industrious, most courteous, and the best in computers. In 2008, Marciel graduated from a course in hotel and restaurant management. She even received a gold medal for arts and crafts. Marciel completed her education to be a chef. She surprised everyone by becoming a chef without hands. Marciel's story is that of incredible motivation and inspiration. Sometimes trouble comes to our life that we don't deserve. Instead of giving up, we should continue running just like Marciel did. We should continue our journey towards survival, and we should continue to progress in life. If Marciel kept moving forward during such painful and trying times, what is stopping you from moving forward? Never give up and keep moving forward, no matter what your situation is. Difficulties are a part of life, but you have the power to overcome them and achieve great things in life. Friends, if you like the story, show your support by liking this video and sharing it with your friends. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more interesting stories. Until next time!